What is up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today we got a quick little banger for you guys, man. In today's video, we are actually going to be going over some of the best budget cards that you can buy right now. We got some new budget cards that are included on this list as well. I know I made one of these about a month ago, and since then, a lot of new cards have come out. A lot of cards have become, you know, cheaper, and they have hit that budget range now, so we can include them on the list. So I'm just excited to get into the list of players I have for today's video, man. These players will help you not only win games, but they'll also improve your team, especially if you're balling on a budget out here and you're not trying to spend the most MT on a team. These are some guys that you can pick up for cheap that get the job done. So I'm excited to get into the video. If you guys are ready for this, you guys already know the drill, bro. Go down below, leave a like on the video. Everybody that's watching right now, leave a like. Let's try to get the video to 100 likes. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, hit that subscribe button, join the squad, and we're getting right into the video today, man. Let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, boys, so like I said, we got a variety of budget cards in today's video, and we are going to be starting off with possibly one of my favorites, if not my favorite, on this list right here. We got a guy that is a lot of fun to use in this game. If you're having, you know, trouble finding fun in this game, I'm telling you, bro, pick up this card. And if you guys really do need a point guard or shooting guard, he is not a bad option to go consider. I did make a, you know, separate specific video on this card because of how good he was, but it is none other than Kevin Porter Jr. And this card is only going to cost you about 1.6 to 1.5k. You are looking for his Ruby version, obviously. And taking a look at this card, I mean, my fault again, I did mention he was a point guard. I meant shooting guard, small forward. He's 6'6", so I would run him at the shooting guard if I were you guys, but you might be able to get away with running him at the small forward. I just wouldn't really recommend it. Taking a look at his stats, though, he's got a 90 driving layup, a 92 3-ball with one of the cleanest jumpers in the game, in my opinion. I absolutely love his jumper. I don't know why. I just like left-hand releases, and it's very easy to time, very easy to green as well. If you guys didn't see the video I made on KPJ, I mean, you're missing out because that card right there, it just puts in work, bro. He greens pretty much every shot you take with him, especially when you get used to his jumper. He has a 90 driving dunk. He has some nice animations as well when he dunks. 90 ball handling, 80 pass accuracy, which doesn't really matter. His defense, not the greatest, but still not terrible. 85 perimeter, 84 steal. Interior defense is kind of low, but then again, he's a shooting guard, so it doesn't really matter. And he's got 92 speed, 88 speed with ball. So maybe what I would recommend is getting a shoe that has a speed with ball boost and just, you know, putting it on him, because I mean, it does help him a little bit. And he does have 47 gold badges. You guys can see all of them right here. He's got pretty much everything you need in a card. Deep threes, clamps on gold, everything that you need on gold if you really want to improve something to Hall of Fame. Although I wouldn't recommend it, you can go ahead and do it if you want, but 47 gold badges, which is a ridiculous amount. And for a card that's less than like 1.5k, this is a must pick up, a must buy card right here. This is one card on the list that I would say, if you're gonna go after one card, you got to get my guy KPJ. Now, boys, the next card on the list, this card actually dropped, I believe it was like a week ago, and this card right here came with the quantum packs that dropped. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, this card, I very much underrated him. I was just pulling him way too much. I opened up a ton of these quantum packs. I pulled this Felix Lopez, which if you don't know who we're talking about Felix Lopez, but I pulled him about like 10 to 20 times because of the packs I ripped. And to be honest, I thought he was horrible because he was popping up so much, but this card is literally 900 MT. 900. That makes no sense to me why this card is so cheap. He's a shooting guard slash point guard. He is 6'5", so if you want a tall point guard, you could definitely go with my guy Felipe right here. He's got a 87 driving layup, which isn't too bad, an 88 3, but again, he has a very easy release to time and, you know, to release perfectly. So you're gonna be getting a lot of greens with him. 91 mid-range, 91 close shot, which is all good. 90 driving dunk, so he could dunk it for sure. 86 ball handling, good pass accuracy and IQ. His defense, again, not the best. He's not the best defender, but 85 perimeter defense and 85 steal is not bad. He's also got 75 interior defense. For a point guard, that is very, very solid. His rebounding, pretty good for a point guard. Once again, 93 speed, so he's very quick, and 92 speed with ball, which is perfect in my opinion. This card right here is very, very nice. You have to try him out. I'm telling you right now, bro, I've used him quite a bit, and to be honest, he's a lot of fun to use, just like KPJ. And he's a taller guy. He has clamps on gold. He has a ton of badges on gold, and people will say, well, clamps on gold isn't really that good. To be honest, bro, the difference between Hall of Fame and gold on next gen is not gigantic. Obviously there's a difference, but the difference is not gigantic to the point where the card is unusable. This card is very usable. He's very fun to use, and honestly, he comes with a lot of benefits. He can shoot the ball, he can dunk, he can play defense, he can pretty much do it all. I would definitely recommend you guys pick up that Felix Lopez for 900 MT. You cannot go wrong at all. And then the next player on our list is actually a big man, and this right here is, I think, the only diamond on today's list, and it is none other than Anthony Davis. And I'm not talking about his current 2, I'm talking about the quantum one. This is another card that came from that same set Felix Lopez came in, and this card right here is crazy good. He's only around 20k. You could actually find him for probably way less than 20k. If I had to guess, this card is probably closer to, you know, 17,000 MT, so really cheap in my opinion. And to be honest, his stats are really good. 6'10", you guys know AD's player build in game. If you've used any AD card, pretty much you know how he plays in game. 88 driving layup, 93 post fade. Now this is one thing you guys are going to be kind of confused about. He only has an 80 mid range and a 79 3 ball, so you guys are going to be wondering, why would you recommend him to us? To be honest, he can still shoot very well. I don't know what it is. I think only on next gen, but any card pretty much close to an 83 ball can shoot, and you can literally just throw a 3-point shoot on him, and he's going to be a good stretch 4 to have on your team. He's definitely a threat from beyond the arc, so I would definitely recommend, maybe scooping this AD, trying him out a few games. If you don't like him, you could, move on to a different card. But in my opinion, I really enjoy this card right here. 95 standing dunk, 85 driving dunk, which is enough for contact dunks, I believe. 89 block, 91 interior defense, which is just, that's beautiful right there. You don't get much better defense on a, diamond for this cheap. 80 perimeter defense, which is really good as well. So if your opponent has a stretch 4, he's going to be able to clamp them out. His rebounding, it kind of seems weak by the stats, but in game, he does actually snag some boards. 79 speed, which isn't terrible at all either. And to be honest, this card does actually have 9 Hall of Fame badges. Intimidator, Posterizer, Tireless Defender, and Hot Zone Hunter are some of the main ones. And then he has a ton of gold ones as well. As you guys can see right there, 17 gold badges. All I know is, bro, this card might not look the best on card, but when you get into a game with him, Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis if you really think about it. And this card is an absolute monster. I loved using him for limited when we're only limited to like 1 or 2 diamonds on a team. He's definitely a great card to pick up. So I would definitely recommend you guys look into AD, pick him up, and make sure you're getting the right one. Get the Quantum one, not this one right here. And let's move into the next player. Now, boys, the next player I got for you guys on today's list is a card that just came out. He's around 1,200 MT, 1,100 MT, depending on when you buy him. And it is none other than RJ Hampton. It is the possessed card version. I don't know why 2K did this, but you know what? I'm not really going to complain. The card art looks fine. All I know is, bro, this possessed RJ Hampton is a very solid guard. Once again, I know we have a lot of guards on today's video, but we are going to move into some big men later in the video as well. But he's a point guard and shooting guard. He's 6'6", which is a really good height for either one of those. You guys can see his offensive overall and defensive overall, 95 and 92 respectfully. 92 driving layup. He's got a 92 close shot, 84 mid-range, so not really the highest jump shot, but again, that's decent enough to shoot from mid-range. 81 3 ball, which kind of seems a little bit low, but this card has a really easy jumper. Again, I've played multiple games with this card, and to be honest, it's very easy to green with them. 97 driving dunk. 97 driving dunk. You guys look at this Baron Davis right here. He has a higher dunk than Baron Davis. He has the same dunk as this Russell Westbrook card right here that you got from Limited. RJ Hampton for 1,200 MT, you cannot go wrong already. 86 ball handling, which is all you need. His defense, again, 85 steal, 85 perimeter, not bad at all. Rebounding is kind of weak, but he's a point guard, so it doesn't really matter. 95 speed, which is really good as well. And of course, he's got 37 gold badges, which is pretty nice as well. Gold clamps, gold posterizer, giant slayer, bailout, downhill, quick first step. He just got a ton of the badges that you need on the card. He doesn't have deep threes, but to be completely honest, bro, I have used him in multiple games, and he has been a very good shooter for some reason. I know his stats don't, kind of reflect that, but in game, this card is wonderful to use. He's very fun, and to be honest, he greens a lot of shots that you don't expect him to green. And boys, the next card we got on the list for today is actually a pink diamond. This is one of 3 pink diamonds on the list, and we got ourselves Malik Sealy. Now, some of you guys might have heard about this card already, and I know some of you guys are automatically going to say, oh, he's trash, he's this, he's that. This card right here is an absolute monster. Now, I don't have one anymore. I did actually end up selling mine because, I just have no use for him on my team. I have Opal Kawhi and a bunch of other Opals on the squad, but Malik Sealy right here is a budget baller's dream. This card is a Flash 7 card, the ones that just came out, so you could easily probably snipe him as well. If you're not trying to play 32K, if that's too much for you, you can probably spend a few minutes on this filter and get one for cheaper. But Malik Sealy is a shooting guard / small forward. He is 6'8". He could run either one of those positions with ease. He has a 94 driving layup. You guys can see, bro, I am comparing him to Galaxy Opal Kawhi Leonard. Now, in comparison, literally, he's a baby Kawhi. He does not have that many, worse stats. He has a lot of stats that are better than Kawhi's as well, as you guys can see. Like, this card is an absolute monster. 95 driving dunk, 93 ball, 92 mid-range, 86 ball handling, 86 block. His defense is amazing. He is a clamp god, just like Kawhi Leonard. You guys can see there's not much of a differential between their stats. To be honest, Malik Sealy has a lot of stats that are better than Kawhi's, and Kawhi is a Galaxy Opal, one of the best cards in the game again. And this card right here, Malik Sealy, only costs you around, 32K, like I said. So very cheap. And for a card that is so good, he is 1,000% worth the price. He's got Hall of Fame clamps, Intimidator, Posterizer, quick first step. 17 Hall of Fame badges is ridiculous on a card like this. He does not have deep threes on Hall of Fame, and I don't actually think he has it on gold. He does actually have it on gold, as you guys can see right there. But this card is an absolute beast, bro. If you don't have him, I do not know what you're doing, bro, because this card right here is an absolute monster. If you don't have Kawhi Leonard, I would 100% suggest you guys go ahead and get his baby version. This Malik Sealy is literally amazing. He does the job in everything, literally everything. He has a clean jumper. Only thing I would say is the Hall of Fame deep threes is the only differential, but this card right here is an absolute monster, and I definitely recommend you guys go get him. You guys can see the comparison between him and Kawhi. It is just ridiculous. Go ahead and pick up my guy Malik. Okay, boys, the next card we got on the list is actually a card that came out, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago maybe, and it is this pink diamond LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, I actually ended up getting this card when it first came out, and I was using him, and I actually really like this card, bro. He's a center / power forward, so here's your big man if you need one. He's 6'11", as you guys can see right there. Honestly, taking a look at his stats, 93 ball, 95 mid-range. If you want a nice stretch big, this is the guy to go with, in my opinion, on a budget. I think he's one of the better guys in the game. He also does very, very good in the post. So if you're somebody that likes to play in the post, LaMarcus Aldridge might be your guy to go with, bro. His defense is pretty decent as well. Not crazy, but decent for a big man. Not bad at all. Rebounding is amazing. His speed, again, 83 speed is not that bad for a big man at all. And he's got 16 Hall of Fame badges. You guys can see all of them right there. Hot shot, stop and pop, volume shooter. He has pretty much, you know, he has some decent badges. Not the best badges, but he does have deep threes on gold and stuff like that. All I know is, bro, this card right here is very, very nice. I absolutely loved him when I used him. He shoots a lot of threes with ease. He greens a lot. His animations are good. I really like this card. And if you're on a budget, I mean, for 25K, you really can't go wrong with this LaMarcus Aldridge. The only reason he's this cheap, he was like 100 and something thousand MT when he was, you know, in packs. The only reason he's this cheap is because obviously we got a locker code with, you know, a bunch of these, you know, throwback cards in it. So obviously a good card to pick up. I would definitely recommend him. And staying on the topic of those throwback cards, we got one more card before we end up the video. It is none other than my guy Mitch Richmond, and the reason I have to put him on here is he is very slept on, bro. He's one of the best slashers in this game, in my opinion. I just love using Mitch Richmond cards in 2K. I don't know if it's just me. And he's only 16,000 MT. I mean, shooting guard, small forward. He's 6'5". Would definitely run him at the shooting guard. 95 3 ball, 80 driving dunk. I don't know why it's so low. It should be a lot higher, but I mean, he feels pretty good when you slash to the rim with him. 88 ball handling. His defense is pretty mid, but I mean, you're only getting him to be a scorer, to be honest. 89 speed, which should be a little bit higher as well, in my opinion. But this card is great as well. 15 Hall of Fame badges, quick first step, sniper, volume shooter, and a lot more other badges on gold. To be honest, this card is very underrated. I really like him. I don't know if you guys would like him, but I decided to put him in because, in my opinion, he's one of the better budget cards that we have in the game. And that's just my personal opinion, so don't hate on me for it, because Mitch Richmond might be a card that you guys might not like using. But in my opinion, I just love using Mitch Richmond cards in 2K, so that's why I had to include him on the list as the final card on the list. And boys, I literally just sniped one, but we're gonna end up the video right here, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, you guys know what to do, bro. Go down below right now as we're speaking and leave a like on the video. Let's try to get this video to 150 likes. That would be greatly appreciated. You know, that would show you guys enjoy these videos, and I'll make sure, you know, to make more of them in the near future when more budget cards come out. Obviously, if you're new to the channel as well, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the squad. We are on the grind to 60K. Hopefully we hit that soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Much love. I'll see you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed. Let me know if you guys pick up any of these cards. Let me know if you guys, you know, think I missed any cards that should have been on the list. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
When I spit that cash, it's a profit. Bars hitting like a sniper like I'm Logic. They say good looks, but the looks ain't popping. Up, down, that's a fatality. Up, down on your bitch, why you staying mad at me? I write another song and it's saying, you got it, G. Don't compare me to Newman, I'm more than a prodigy.